myofascial release, or what we like to call fascial freedom. So what does it do, and do you even need to do it? If you're following multiple gurus on social media, no doubt you've got conflicting information. There's some people that say it's a waste of time, there's better things you can be doing, and there's other people saying we should be doing it every single day. Let's see if we can make sense of this and help determine if you need it. First of all, what is fascia? Well, fascia is a connective tissue that runs the entire body. It runs superficially from the skin all the way down to the bone, in fact, right down into the cellular level. It's probably one of the most amazing and interesting elements of the human body. Now, in the scheme of things, fascia is relatively new in this industry. We didn't quite understand the role that it plays, but now we do, and boy, does it play a massive role. It's one of the biggest sensory organs throughout the body. It connects pretty much everything to everything. Our bones, muscles, organs, everything floats inside your fascial network. It's responsible for pain and pain management. It plays a massive part in your posture and structure. It can dictate how well you move. It's the foundation of how strong you can be. And it's also a big factor in aging. In fact, it's said to believe that the aging process is just your fascial network drying out. Every day you are shaping your fascia by every movement you're doing and every movement you're not doing. We're shaping it by your nutrition and the water intake, but not just any water, the quality of water. Even the environment you're in is shaping your fascia. Most people are within a poor environment for the majority of their day. They're under artificial light, away from natural sunlight, and they have no connection through the earth via grounding. So all of this influences the health of your fascia. So even though in this video we're talking about myofascial release and fascial freedom, it's very important to understand all the external factors that play a part in the health of your fascial network. So the million-dollar question, do you need to do fascial freedom? The answer is yes and no. Let me break that down. What we find is the majority of people's fascial network is dehydrated and full of adhesions. The adhesions come from faulty movement patterns or the overuse of certain patterns. For example, being seated at a desk continuously is a pattern. Doing the same exercise program over and over and over again is a pattern. Being a cyclist in a hunched position over and over again is a pattern. What we need to understand is all these patterns get wired in and they solidify in the body. Now, whether you like it or not, some people have some form of dehydration or adhesions throughout the body. The goal is to understand where are they. This is why structural and movement analysis is crucial to understand where are those adhesions, and therefore, what areas do we need to apply fascial freedom to. Now, myofascial release or fascial freedom needs to be specific and precise. Most likely, you've walked into a gym and have seen someone in the corner doing these weird, large, grindy movements on top of the foam roller. While that might help promote a little bit of hydration superficially, the goal is to get specific and precise with those releases. Now, in terms of the time you spend on it, everybody is different. Meaning, some people have more dense dehydrated fascial tissue, some people might have a little bit. The ability for someone's nervous system to relax and let go to create the hydration is different to someone who can relax a bit easier. So this takes time to understand you and implement the correct form of fascial freedom on your body. So hopefully that's given you some understanding as to why you would do fascial freedom, but what about the people that don't need the fascial freedom? The reality is there's not that many people. And the reason for that, for you not to need myofascial release, you need to have an amazing structure and your biomechanics need to be sound. Your environment will be pristine, you'll have clean air, clean water, you'll be grounded the whole time, you won't have any other influences that can hinder the body. So obviously that's very rare. So how do we transition from needing it a lot to very little? That comes down to improving your structure and biomechanics. Not to mention understanding your environment every single day and making sure that you're doing all the right things to ensure the health of your fascial network. When you start to put all these pieces into place, the need to do fascial freedom reduces. When you move correctly, train correctly, you're creating the fascial hydration. In fact, you're doing it even better. You're integrating it into the whole body. so the body starts to find the tensegrity and balance that it needs. So hopefully that's helped with your decision whether or not you need to foam roll. If you're still not sure, contact us and we'll get you in to analyze your structure and movement patterns and help you understand where to start this process. I hope you got a lot out of this video. Feel free to share it with anyone who you think may benefit from it, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.